Okay guys, as we're about to start in our factorization basics, so doing it for those who don't know how to assemble it. So now we're about to assemble it, factorization. So here's the easiest way in order for us to understand actually what is factorization. We have 6 questions. We're about to start from the first question. Here's it is. Now is the solution. So on your script aside, when you're about to start about assembling it, you have to write a huge plus sign, same as what I did here. So you come to your question. After coming to your question, you have to multiply first by the last, which is the first you have x squared, and at the last you have 10. So here you have to, what you are expecting to do, you have to multiply x squared by 10, first and the last. So you have to use multiplication here. So when you say x squared multiplied by 10, it gives us 10 squared, 10x squared. This is your plus sign. So here you are going to say, okay, you're going to assemble all these things in your calculators. You're going to use the calculators in order to avoid prediction sometimes. So by the way, you're going to say the multiples of what of 10, the numbers that you can divide it by 10, and not, there's no remainder actually. Let me say so. There's no remainder after that. So we're going to say 1 divided by 10. 1 divided by 10. Okay, let me say so 10 divided by 1. You start by the bigger number, 10 divided by 1, which is 10. So you say 10 divided by 1, the division number and the answer. You're going to say 10. The division number, which is 1, is 1x. You have to put x because there's x here, and 10, which is answer, x. The second number, you say 2. 2 and 5. There's no remainder here. You're going to say 2x and 5x, which is the answer. Another number, 3. It's when it gives you a fraction, you have to know there's a remainder here, so we can include this one. 4. There's a fraction also, you can include this one, avoid it. 5. There's no friction. 5x and 2x. Always remember to put x because you are in need of factors. When you say 6, it's a friction. 7 is a friction. 8 is a friction. 9 is a friction. 10, 10x and 1x. It goes back to for the first factors, which is 1 and 10, and here is 10 and 1, which is the same. So the only thing with these numbers is like 1x plus 10x first number, and 2x plus 5x second number, 5x plus 2x, and 10x plus 1x, which is x actually. I'm doing it for those who don't understand. When I say x, they can't even know actually where does this one come from. So anyway, here's the factors we are having now. So we are going to check in which factors it's gonna give us 7x here. So we have 1 plus 10. 1 plus 10 is 11x. 2x plus 5x, it gives us 7x. And 5x plus 2x is give us 7x also. So we're going to check in which one we are going to be considered to in order to replace this 7x here. So by the way, we're gonna try this one, the first one, and the second one also. We're gonna try it again. So here's the way we're gonna try this one. 2 multiplied by 5, it gives us 10. which is this one. 5 multiplied by 2 it also give us 10. So by the way, we're going to say x squared. We'll replace it the 7x by this one, by plus 2x plus 5x plus 10 is equal to 0. You know, obvious, it's 0 at the end. So here's our factors: 2 plus 5x, 2x plus 5x, it replaces 7x. So by the way, we're going to say x squared plus 2x. We group it by first and second, we group it together. Third and fourth, we group it together in order to get our factors. So we're going to group those two and those two. So by the way, what I did is x squared plus 2x, I group it together, plus sign aside. 5x plus 10x is equals to 0. So here I'm in need of what? First common factors, a number that is on x squared and onto x. The number that all those numbers, they are share same number, which is x. Say I should take out my first common factor, which is x, and left with x, because x multiplied by x is x squared. Here I need a number that will give me 2x when I multiply with this x, which means I should left 2, because I take out x, the number that is on both sides. Here there's x and here there's x, so I took out x. Here when I took out x, I will left with 1x. Here when I took out x, I will left with 2, which means it should be plus 2. Here also the first bracket, it has to be the same in the second bracket. So by the way, here, in order for me to create the same as this one, I have to check on my bracket what is inside actually, which number are they going to share by those two numbers. So by the way, here I should take out which number, which is 5, in order to left x, so that it will be the same as the first one. Here I'll take out 5, left with x. Here, in order for me to replace this 10, 5, which number should I take? Actually, I will say 5 multiplied by that number, it will give me 10. So which means it is 2, which is this one. Check the first bracket. Your first bracket, actually it's your leader, it will guide you to the second bracket. So by the way, I'll say plus 2, because 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. So by the way, all those two brackets, they are the same. I create the same brackets from the first and the last. So just because the brackets are the same, I will take one bracket. So I will say x plus 2, I took 1. So which numbers are left aside, which is x and positive 5? I will say x plus 5. Those are the numbers left. So I hope we are done here to our factorization for the day. Here's your answer instead of predicting. But it's not the quick way, but in another point, it's an easiest way in order to know how does these numbers come from. Sharp.